The Akkadian Empire is often believed to be the world's first empire, formed in the 24th century BC. So today we attempt to reform this empire over 2,000 years later and see how it stands up against the current powers in the region. Also, if everybody watching subscribed, I'd hit my goal in no time and it would mean so much to me. Thank you. So as you can see, today we're starting all the way down here and we have a pretty big challenge on our hands. The Akkadian Empire was sort of like in this region but here, like mainly it was like Mesopotamia, right? But potentially they did move down to like here and up around here as well. So we are going to try and form an empire that loops all of this right by here, and we are starting in 867. So eventually, once we do move a bit north into Mesopotamia, we are going to have the Iranian intermezzo to deal with as well. And of course, a big problem. If we look at the kingdom of Mesopotamia, our liege holds it. So at some point, we are going to have to fight our liege for his land and of course also independence, which is probably going to be quite a tough challenge to do. Now starting out, we're 24. Our wife is 24 and we have a 7-year-old son, which, you know what? That's a pretty good start. But we definitely want to have more children. So we're going to get on with that straight away. And we have a diplomacy focus and it's not exactly great. So instead, I'm just going to go down a stewardship focus, try and get our money up as fast as we can. I would like to see as well if we can maybe go ahead in a little bit and form our own culture. Because in real life, this empire did a lot of like growing of foods and stuff like that for their income and stuff and economy and trading and all that sort of thing. But the first thing I want to do, I want to go ahead and conquer all this. So we have this bit of sea cornered off and then slowly work our way around. I want to get Fars as well. And that will mean we have a full lock on the sea here, which will be great for us. So what better thing to do than start off with a nice hunt? And you know what? We'll spend 63 gold. Make sure we get that success chance up as much as possible. And we failed because of course we did. So, you know what? Bit of a waste of money. Great. We got 977 prestige. The problem is, to do a duchy war, we need to be illustrious. We're not even distinguished yet. So, we're going to be spending quite some time. Maybe instead of seducing, what we do instead is romance. But, no. We have a 0% chance. Great. There we go. But at least on our second hunt, we did get an antelope. So, you know what? I'll take that. We just need to spam out hunts, basically, and stuff like that until we're illustrious. I mean, that's kind of what we got to do for now. And, of course, as any good ruler would, we have to fund our kingdom with secrets. So we're going to pick up golden obligations. Definitely see if we can get a better spy master. There's no one good. Okay, well, we're going to forcibly marry somebody into our court instead. So you're unmarried, so we're going to look for a marriage with you for somebody with decent intrigue like that. 14 will do. Then we can make her our spy master, and then we can get her to go ahead and say find secrets in the Byzantine Empire, and then just blackmail any secrets we find for money. Oh god, okay, this is not a good start. I mean, our liege is demanding we convert to Ashari. Now, right now, we are a Muslim faith, but not the same one as him. I mean, oh god, everybody else has converted. You know what? Maybe we should convert. It doesn't really matter what faith we are. Yeah, there we go. So my liege has finally demanded that I and the rest of the family convert to Ashariism. So we have a choice here to keep our current faith in secret. So let's do that. And maybe once we get our own kingdom going, and maybe when we're independent, we can go ahead and convert back. But it's probably a good idea to just do what he says for now. Okay, and also, while we wait to get illustrious, I will just pick up some county claims this way. And I think it's probably a good idea to just slowly start conquering this way, because I want to make some area around here our capital. I'm thinking maybe this place right here on the little island. I think that'll work quite well. Now, this guy, he's way more powerful than me. They're both allied. Right, that's not a good start. But we do have 3 sons, so let's see what alliances we can get ourselves. Hopefully, some people quite close. Doesn't really seem that way. Well, that is not ideal. Look at that. Got our first secret, a free 50 gold. Okay, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm now going to switch to a majesty focus, and we're going to build our army up. Because we're tribal, we only need prestige. So, these are better than armored footmen. So, I think let's try and build some of them up. We should be able to have a full stack of 3 of them. Once they're fully built, we should still be earning prestige. And there we go, another son. That's our 4th son without any secondary spouses as well. There we go. So our army is much better now, up to 1,000 men. But we are still going to need to try and get some allies if we have any hope of expanding this way, because all these guys are allied to each other. Another 50 gold. Nice. Another 50 gold from this. Look at that. 200 gold in the span of a few seconds. Ooh, but now we're Ashari. What we can do, if we just become faithful, we can holy war for the entire duchy. Now, we are righteous, so I believe that means we will keep him as a vassal, I think. But you know what? Let's do that. We have money, so let's go on a pilgrimage. I'm gonna go all the way to Mecca. Ooh, and our player here and son come of age. He picked up Grey Eminence plus 8 diplomacy. Okay, he should be a very good character to play as. So, a sacrifice to Allah. Time has come for the next rite. Sacrifice to Allah. A special part of the ceremonial grounds has been prepared for this occasion, and the musky scent grows stronger as I approach the stalls, supplying various types of animals. So, 63 camels. 1 camel, sheep, or 63. Also, each person could sacrifice 63 camels each. Excuse me. You know what? 63 camels it is. And we'll shave our head as well. There we go. And we got same faith opinion plus 10 and 662 piety. And we've flown past faithful and are now a devoted servant. So now we're home. As you can see, we can now holy war for an entire duchy. Now, the war is quite close numbers-wise. He probably beats me slightly, I would have to imagine. So we can get an alliance with these guys. They have 1,700 men, and they're not that far away. That's exactly what we needed. The problem before is that everybody that wanted an alliance was so far away, it kind of made it pointless. But holy war for duchy. Let's go. Get our allies involved. There we go. And now they're here. Oh, we're saying we're going to win on our own, actually. So maybe we didn't even need allies. But it's always better to have them and not. And right now, we are picking up a lot of secrets. And if they refuse, you best know we are exposing that. But there we go. Our first battle and a complete success. There we go. Now what we got to do is just rush in there, siege as fast as we can, and hopefully end this quite soon. We're up 95%. So maybe if we can rush one more siege, this should be over. And we are ill. Usually with ill, you can just leave it and you should be fine. Oh, there we go. 100%. So now look at us. We just got way bigger. And okay, so I believe, yeah, with righteous you do get vassals, but I think no matter what, you do take the main title. So say if he had his own vassals underneath him, we would get them as vassals, I believe. But he must have held all this land on his own. I assume that's how it worked, but we desperately now need to create a duchy title. That is definite. We need 125 gold. We have a lot of people to blackmail. So we'll blackmail them all, and hopefully, yeah, we go 50 gold off that. So we can go ahead now and create a duchy. I would much rather create this duchy, but we don't have enough titles for it. So we're gonna have to go ahead, create the Duchy of Oman, and at least now what we can do, we can go ahead and just grant some land away. Now this guy is blind and everything, but you know what? I trust you. So we're gonna grant him, we'll grant him those 3 titles. You know what? I'll give you 4. Just please don't overthrow me. And you know what? He's a really good chancellor. 26. So we can definitely go on my council. There we go. After that one war, you can already see the plan starting to form. We have a lot to do still to loop around, but you know what? It's coming along quite well. And now we're a duke. We get another stack of men-at-arms. Now, onagers would probably be smart, but I kind of like these heavy infantry. So we're going to get another stack of those. So I think as long as you have a way stronger army than them, you can still beat them with no siege equipment. It will just take longer. But if I spent my money on siege equipment and my army was a little bit weaker, I would still lose that war no matter what. So right now, probably a better idea just to make our army as strong as it can be. Ooh, okay. I was going to say, this guy has the land that we wanted, but he has almost 4,000 men. So maybe when he loses those special soldiers, we can step in and take our capital way earlier than I was expecting to. Also, the guy we wanted to take the county off is now way weaker than we are. I think he's lost some land and stuff. So I say, let's jump in and do that war as well. We've got to expand, so why not just get it done as fast as we can? Yeah, and our army is pretty high quality now as well. There we go. We sieged the war target and their capital. We can go in for a fight now. And oh no, my son was in that battle. Was that our... Yes, that was our grey eminent son. And, Mahmud slayed him in battle. We're now rivals. Hopefully, we capture him or something. No, great. He's still just wandering around in that army. Kind of hoping we'd capture him there, can't lie. But you know what? No more sieging. We need to go for revenge. Let's get on them and hopefully kill them. We're never going to get him, are we? Okay, there we go. We may have lost a son, but we did get the land we needed. So, you know, who's really winning here? Oh, no. There's a sponsored conquest of Baghdad, which is awful for us if they win, because it'll probably be easier to get that off our legion stuff than off an invasion. So, I mean, hopefully that fails. That would be best for us, but I don't know if we'll get that lucky. Oh, whatever special soldiers this guy has, they actually stay up on succession. Damn, I was hoping he would lose them and then we could step in and just take that land for ourselves. But no, we're going to have to wait for him to have a couple wars until they've all basically been killed. There we go. And for our next war, we are going for our previous war's ally. And once we pick that up, that's him completely gone. He only owns this one county. So all we need to do is just get in there as fast as we can and siege it. Slow siege, but you know what? That's okay. All right, what? That's also a county, but there? I didn't even see that. But you know what? We got to siege that as well then. I thought he just had one county, but no, apparently not. But there we go. They're both sieged, so we can do that. That is like peasants for the 1500th time trying to take my land. But that's okay. We can just, you know, go and quickly take them out. There we go. And once again, a little bit of peace. That's what you like to see. And we can pick up August, getting us a little bit more prestige per month. Yeah, the problem we're facing now is all the land we need, like Fars, this guy's our ally, but all of this, they're all held by people who are just way more powerful than me. Like, most of it anyway. There's like 2 people here we could beat, which I guess is an option. But people are just so powerful. We have a lot of land, but the land we have is pretty terrible, which means we don't have many troops. We can make another stack of those, but that's not really going to help us out much. And I guess we could pick up mustering grounds, but we're not even the cultural head. This guy is, and he's focusing on public works instead. I mean, it does end in 8 months, actually, so hopefully in 8 months, please focus on mustering grounds. Please. No. Okay. He's going to waste 68 years on that. Right. Not what I need. Yeah, we do need this guy's land, and he has a special building as well. So you know what? I say, let's get up there. The special building is the Great Mosque of Samara. But you know what? Let's just make a start up there. At least then, if some other opportunities come up against this guy, maybe, we have a county close where we can raise men and start fighting. And we should be winning this. We do have some allies, so we'll probably call our ally as well. Just make sure we win, right? It'd be pretty embarrassing to have all of this and then to lose with a guy with a single county. Never mind, we absolutely destroyed his armies anyway. There we go. Their armies are literally just getting slaughtered right now. And yeah, there we go. Perfect. So, we now have this county up here. Yeah, actually, if we just increase the control over time, we might start making a little bit of money from this. And I guess we could make this our capital, because the real capital in real life, they know it was like in this area, but there's not like an exact site where they know for a fact the capital was. That's why I was just going to make it down here. But, I mean, this seems like it could be a pretty nice capital for us to hold. With all our blackmail and stuff, pretty soon we should be able to have quite a lot of money. We're already up to 500. Ooh, actually, okay. I was just trying to work out a way where we could go ahead and conquer this duchy. We don't have enough prestige at all for it, so we're going to go in like super negative prestige and stuff, but I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. It's fine. It is not as bad as being in like money debt, so I'm not too worried about that, but we could take all of this guy's land, which would be really big for us. And this guy kind of wants an alliance with our son here. And let's be honest, we are not taking over this guy's land for a long time. So if we can use him as an ally for some time, until a bit later on where we can, like, you know, backstab him, take his land, I think that is a pretty good idea. Now, I do want to get our culture, but if we look, I've set it up a little bit. I want bureaucratic. I want to add this one as it helps with floodplains, and the land we're getting, if we look at the terrain, a lot of floodplains. And then maritime mercantilism. So we can build a lot of trade ports and stuff. That's going to cost us 8,000 prestige. So I don't think this is going to happen this life, but hopefully that is something we can do. And I think at the end, what I'll do, once I get the Empire, I'm going to let the AI take over and see if they can last at least 180 years, or will it just fall apart? Now, he doesn't really like me, so it's probably a good idea. Send him a gift, very expensive, but now he really likes me. He should help us in this war. So we're going to make sure he's called, and you know what, Will? There's no point calling that other ally. It's just a waste of more prestige. As you can see, minus 600. He accepted minus 800 prestige. Do you know what? It'll take quite some time to get out of that hole. But now we have backup, we should be able to get a nice big duchy here. Yeah, and he is just going to win the war for us. But who's a cannibal? Wait, where's he gone? This guy, who are you? I am definitely blackmailing you for that. And that's a strong hook as well. 50 gold. Definitely. But with his armies defeated, there's nothing stopping us now rushing in here. And I mean, siege it as much as we can, to be honest. And there we go. We took his son prisoner, and that was enough to end that war, picking up a nice new big duchy. Now, we do have two vassals here who don't really like us. What I think... Oh, I can't. I was going to say we could create a duchy title and make them somebody else's vassal, but we're only a duke. So that is something we can't do. So what I might do then is make a new vassal over here, and I might give them all 4 of those, and then maybe he takes over their land. That would be nice for us. Like, if he just conquers their land, that would be great for us. But the problem is we, of course, are no longer illustrious because we started that war without enough prestige, but we're not that far off it. And if we become illustrious again, which, I mean, fame doesn't go up, I don't believe, until you're out of prestige debt, so it could take some time, but we could do a duchy war for this duchy here, and it costs us piety instead. So, I say, let's do some hunts, and let's see if we can sort our prestige out as fast as possible. And I guess let's just hope we don't get murdered on our hunt. That would be nice. And we're going to hunt an antelope again. You know what? Let's go for it. There we go. And after that, we're only minus 200. So there's a chance. Well, I mean, that kind of ruins our plans. Secrets known to me, and yeah, it's a little bit bugged. That's not great. I was hoping to do a little bit of blackmailing. There we go. So as you can see, my guy, he's a pretty good hunter at this point. And if we look at our artifacts, we have a lot of horns and stuff, right? So that does mean we are now once again illustrious. What are they doing? Why? We need to defeat this guy as well. And when he grows like that, that is the opposite of what we need. But either way, we can go ahead now and conquer duchy off this guy. Now, our ally, he's not at war, still very powerful, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But I say, let's not waste any time. Our allies should follow. We should absolutely dismantle them. So you know what? There we go. We killed 1,000 of them. What we're going to go do now then is go and siege the land we need. Slow siege, so I guess he's not bringing any siege equipment either. That's not great. You know, if we siege his capital successfully, I think we should have enough war score here to win. We did just inherit something. Okay. Can we siege this in time? Oh, here we go. Before they unsiege that, because this was also a slow siege. So you know what? That's great for us. Now we can... we have a war. Okay, this guy's at war with us for a county. Okay, we'll go and unsiege that then. Nickname the Cruel. I mean, I was about to say that's quite unfair, but you may notice I am currently trying to murder someone, and that would be my very own daughter. I think when I was at war, I must have just clicked through an event quickly, and I have made my daughter my primary heir, which is not ideal because I wanted to play as this guy. He's got 16 diplomacy. He's a charismatic negotiator. So I was like, yeah, let's play as him. But no. I've even tried disinheriting her, but that makes no difference. Oh, wait, she's gone now. Never mind, she was there. I disinherited her and she still was there, so I tried murdering her, but I guess when I unpaused, it actually updated. So you don't need to die. So I'm going to say the Cruel... it's very unfair. And also something I just noticed, that war we just won, as you can see, they're sieging Baghdad. I didn't even notice we just took Baghdad. So the land we have here, I think after this war, we abandon this land down here and make Baghdad our capital and then keep hold of this mosque, because Baghdad also has a special building. So, I mean, this could be a very nice area for our empire to prosper. But let's make sure we actually win this war first. And there we go. Enforce that. He pays us 200 gold. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start increasing the control in Baghdad. You know what? I'm just going to move my capital over here now, just in case we do die. Move capital, and I say we're going to grant the land over here to somebody else. But you know what? For just 39 years, we have made very very good progress. We now have the ability to declare stance in the Iranian intermezzo. So now we can become a supporter or a detractor. What if I just do neither? Like, do I have to do one? We're now fully involved. What if we don't we don't pick a side? Does that matter? I mean, surely that will just stop people hating us for being a detractor or a supporter, right? So maybe that's not a bad idea. Just, I don't want to be involved. Leave me out of this. Oh, never mind. It just did it for us. Okay, then. I guess we're a supporter for now. Oh, and the good thing, we're bringing this guy into all our wars. That's also causing him to lose all his special soldiers. So actually, this is working out way better than I first thought it would. So you know what? Pretty good. Right, you know I was just saying the cruel nickname was quite unfair because technically I didn't go ahead with murdering my daughter. But looking at succession, this guy is going to inherit this entire duchy up there and this one down here. So I thought there's zero chance of disinheriting him. So why not murder him instead? Right? I mean, it makes sense. We've also used our hooks on some of our children as well to force them to join. So let's hope he's taken out and succession is saved, because the last thing we need is to lose that much land. Like, losing 2 duchies right now would be really bad for us. But my agents have scheduled a journey for Abdul, which will take them through Dark Woods. All that is missing is the band of thugs that will tragically slay him in the highway robbery gone wrong. Please, please. Uh-oh. The thugs did their job, and Abdul is no more. As the travel party stopped to camp for the evening, bandits poured out from among the trees, calling for blood and gold. The soldiers fought back, but thankfully it was not enough. Abdul was tragically slain in the melee. But yeah, one of the bandits was captured and snitched. So we are now a murderer. That gives us a -15 general opinion. Yeah, my children kind of hate me now. Fair enough. But succession, looking pretty good. And that is the most important thing. As we are 65 and we're feeling poor as well. So we're probably going to be dead within a year or two. So doing that straight away was very important. Oh, actually, there we go. We died at 66. So now if we look, yeah, we kept everything. That is perfect. So in this life, we have to take a duchy off these guys, the Duchy of Fars, and then basically clean up this land here, and we will have formed the oldest empire to ever exist. But there's still a lot of work to do, mainly get independence, which is not going to be easy at all. Okay, now for this life, the main thing I want to focus on is our culture. We have a lot of the land, and when an opportunity comes up, we will definitely go ahead and take that extra land. But we're 35, and I think even if we have to go ahead and only pick up maritime mercantilism, it's still probably worth doing it. It's only going to cost us 3,500 prestige. So I think that should be our main focus early on this life. Anyway, through in hunts, maybe some feasts, romance schemes, all stuff like that will hopefully help us achieve this. And our first hunt, our first fail. Not the start we needed. Okay, and the start gets even worse. Cancer, a stranger inside. Now, luckily, we do have a court physician. He's only a novice, so he's not great. We'll say do no more than what is necessary, and we picked up reduced disease symptoms. So hopefully, if he can treat us a couple times, he can increase his lifestyle trait and eventually do some more extreme measures for us. But it's not ideal. You want to demand a hostage? We're going to say no. How about that? So are you, once again. No. Not giving you hostages. Okay, so my liege is offering me to have this woman as a vassal. I mean, you don't really need her land, but a vassal's a vassal. That makes us a little bit more powerful. So you know what? I'll take it. I reckon, let's see if we can petition our liege to get us on the council. Let's see how that goes. We got to travel there, so this may go terribly, but let's see. No, he's not happy about that, but we can pay him 50 gold to become his chancellor. So you know what? A fair offer. I accept, taking us to 6.1 prestige per month. And if we look, we're getting plus 20 fellow vassal opinion and a 20% buff to our lifestyle experience gain. So you know what? That is worth 50 gold. These people keep demanding hostages off me. Like, no. Like, why would I give you a hostage? Okay, so clearly denying their 1 million hostage demands has at least annoyed this guy anyway. And he has started a war on me for this county. So I think we have a pretty good chance of defending this. Our army's pretty good. We should be able to take his army out. He does have quite a powerful ally, though, but if we can defeat this guy's army enough before his allies get here, we should be able to do this. Problem is catching up to him, which maybe we can't do. The last thing we need is him to meet his allies up, though. That would be really bad for us. But he's just way faster than us, where we literally cannot catch him. Oh, finally, actually, there we go. We did manage to catch him eventually. Only took 7 months, but how many? Ooh, we only killed 649. That's not great. And now his allies are here as well. If we can just stop them from joining up together, that would be good, but I don't know if we can. Maybe our best bet is just standing over here and defending. It says it's close. We don't have a better commander. We have Abdul here. We could marry him to our sister, and now he should be available to be our commander. And there we go. That makes all the difference there. So let's get in there now and hopefully take them on. There we go. 31%. I'm not even going to go bother siege their land. I'm just going to defend. There we go. After just crushing their armies time and time again, we can enforce demands. He pays us 100 gold and gets absolutely embarrassed. Ransom off our prisoners and almost 1,000. There we go. So finally, we have enough prestige to create the great Akkadian culture. Now we're picking up bureaucratic, mainly for that development growth. And then we also have maritime mercantilism. This allows us to build trade ports 1 era early, which is very important. Because we're tribal, we only get the first era, so at least we'll be able to build slightly better trade ports with that. So the Akkadian divergent to a new era, a new age, a new people. Because yeah, all around here with this major river, we can build trade ports. So that will probably be very helpful because this river goes all the way up there, and then our land has a lot of sea next to it as well, especially then when we take Fars as well. Trade ports are very good for the spot we're in. Yeah, I think we trade out the fruit orchards and start getting some trade ports built. And down by here as well, we have a lot of money. So let's get trade ports built in those two. And all our vassals did convert, I believe. So they'll have access to trade ports and stuff as well in their castles. So now for wars, there's a couple people we have left to fight. We need to take Fars, a bit of land off these, all of this, all of this, all of this, and all of this. But if you look around, they're all very powerful. There we go. And our level 1 trade ports are built, but because we have that cultural innovation, we can get tier 2. Okay, so I just married my daughter off for a nice alliance with these guys up there. And I think now we can actually step in to a holy war for a duchy and take all of this finally. Now, it's still probably going to be quite tough, but if we call all our allies, hopefully we have enough people here to win this. There's 1,600 men, but I mean, we could step in, maybe try and take them on. Yeah, they're running, so let's take them out. There we go. And we killed only 300 of them. That's not great, but maybe we should have started sieging now as quick as we can. Our allies are on the way. Someone in our prison has smallpox. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go away. Just send him back over there, so maybe they'll die of smallpox now instead. Works for me. There we go, and it's not even a slow siege. That's huge for us. Now, cancer, a time for treatment. This guy, he's still not very good, so we're just going to say every time, do no more than necessary, but he worsened it. I think that might actually kill us. Yeah, we're dying, and there's not really much we can do. Ah, there we go. Died at 46. So now we return as our son, who is 21. We do need to get married. So let's look for maybe a nice alliance with him. Okay, I think this alliance could work, so we're going to do that. Remember, we can have multiple spouses as well if we do need some more alliances later. But yeah, this war's going really well. We're up 50%. His allies haven't even joined. They're busy in their own war. So actually, I think this guy is completely done for. Which is great. Using him as an ally to destroy his special soldiers worked way better than I thought it ever would. Now, for our secondary spouse, we're going to find somebody with really good stewardship, make them our primary wife, and get them to manage domain. Just we're not over our domain limit anymore. There we go, and that's siege, and we've picked up that duchy finally. And if we look, our empire is looking pretty good. Problem is, these next few wars, other than Fars, which I don't think we're fighting them anytime soon, we need claims because we're inside the same empire. So we're gonna have to try and pick these up, and it's gonna be a while to get claims. I guess one thing we could just go ahead and do is maybe go down a learning focus, pick up sanctioned loopholes, and just buy those claims. That could work for us. Right, we can get a county claim for 90 3 gold. We can go ahead and finally get the coast off of this guy. So that's probably a good thing to do. And also, we're going to need to keep making claims now as much as we can because we need to become a king pretty soon. And the Kingdom of Mesopotamia, we only need 2 more counties. So a duchy claim would be perfect, but I don't know if we're going to get that lucky. But once we do have the kingdom title, hopefully the Caliph will grant me the other vassals inside that area. So we might not have to go to war so many times and get so many claims per year, which will save us a nice bit of time. Yeah, let's not waste time. Pick up this claim. Oh, okay. So we can get a claim on this entire duchy for 217 gold, which I think, let's do it. That's probably a good idea. And there we go. 100% capture somebody in that battle. So if we look now, we're pretty much done with all of this shore. Now, this claim against this guy, there we go. Even though this is not de jure part of that, because that's his primary title, we will take that off of him. Although it looks like he is... he's allied with Fars. And we have too many counties now, so we desperately have to become a king because we're going to start suffering really, really big overextension penalties, which will destroy our income. I think, you know what? If we can murder the current ruler, that will break that alliance. And you know what? We got 18 intrigue. We're pretty decent at intrigue. So let's see if we can maybe pull something off here. We'll bribe people if we have to, spend the money because we really need to get this done. We'll make sure our spy master is already on support schemes. That's not great, but 73% chance is not bad. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. 12 months. If it works, we can easily take over his land, create the kingdom title, and hopefully pretty close to getting this done. Right, so we have a 60% chance. You know what? Let's go for it. Drink of life. He is dead. And I don't think I was exposed. So if we look now, yeah, he has nobody to help him. So let's jump in there while he's on his own and while he's weak. Quick. Just jump in there before he makes some stupid alliance. And there we go. We captured him in our first siege. Yes. So we now should have enough land to create the kingdom. We just need, 250 gold, which shouldn't be too difficult to get. We've got some prisoners we can ransom. And there we go. Create the kingdom of Mesopotamia. So now we're a king. We lose the overextension penalty, which is nice. Get a fancy new throne room, of course. But most importantly, it means we're one step closer to getting done what we need to. Nice. There we go. We're up to 2,500 prestige. We had to quickly step in a war because this guy, as you can see, he was at war against my liege for the Emirate of Baghdad, and I almost missed it. So I had to quickly rush in there to stop him taking all of that off me. And because we won, we got a nice chunk of prestige from that. So once our armies are rebuilt... Oh, this guy's been vassalized, actually. So I think that means there is a chance that our liege will just grant him to me as a vassal. So we'll have to watch out for any notifications at the top because they could be giving me that. And that's not something we want to miss. But that does leave now Fars. And looking at the numbers, you know what? That's not bad at all. Maybe we get a nice powerful ally with our son. Okay, there's these with 2,000 men. That's not too bad. And then with our daughter, make this one. I think we have a pretty decent chance of stepping in there and taking the Shardom of Fars. Oh, our liege is already fighting him, so we have to wait for this other war to end. Okay, great. So we're gonna have to sit around and wait for that. I am hoping that our liege does just give us this person, to be honest. Seems like they probably should. Oh, and now we're a king. We get another stack of men-at-arms. So straight away, let's finally get some onagers. Much needed. I'm only 10 months away from mustering grounds, actually. So you know what? We're going to be stepping up against Fars with quite a nice army. Grant Vassal. And who is this? Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Just as I hoped, they gave me that vassal. So Fars right now is our only worry. Well, that war has ended. So we're going to wait for mustering grounds. Just like that. Upgrade all of these. You know what? Let's get as many as we can. Okay, we're only making 0.6 while they're up to size 2 out of 5. But still, Our army is now looking way, way better. We have 1,700 of them paired with some onagers, which, you know what? Let's get 2 more stacks of those at least. And I say there's never been a better time to fight them. We have slightly a little bit less prestige than we need, but you know what? I'm still going to do it. We are going to go in prestige debt, but you know what? Oh no, some of them are not going to join me. So our main ally doesn't want to help. You know what? We could send him a gift, and that should persuade him. No? After I just sent you that money, I just sent him 200 gold, and he still doesn't want to help me. Opposing struggle side. We could switch over then to being a supporter. No, we can't be at a war. Okay, they thought of that. Fair enough. Paradox realized that was going to happen. Because we've got 4,500 men ready to help us. He has 8,000. We kind of need our allies to get here. So we'll hold around a little bit, group up, and let's march in there and do this. Okay, you know what? We've got quite a few people here. We're down 6%, so it's time, I think, to march in, start sieging. And look at that. No slow sieges. This is what we needed. Okay, they're coming in to fight me, but with our allies around, we should still win this. Our commander is pretty good, but this guy's even better. So we're going to put him there. And let's hope we can defend this. Oh, can we move? You know what? Let's just hold, see what happens. Come on. All my allies, get in here quick. We need all your support. Like, now. Come on, hurry up. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Perfect. They were just close enough there to make a big difference. And that takes us now up to 65%. His capital's right there. You know what? We can get his... Did you just see my allies? Why did my allies just do that? But we got his capital. That takes us to 80-odd%. They're coming in to fight again. Where are these allies going? We kind of need you all. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this should be it now, to be honest with you. There we go. 100%. So enforce, disband, and now look at us. But there's still something that remains. Independence from our liege. Sadly, we are friends with the current ruler, but they are 74, so they should be dead pretty soon. But we can still start an independence war. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just start the war on our own. We don't need no faction to back us up. Hopefully, we should be able to do this. You know what? Call our allies again. The ones that we can, we probably don't need them, but let's just take them anyway. Now, her capital all the way over here. We're going to start by here and just slowly siege our way around. I think that's our best bet. Oh, this guy's not even a vassal. I thought he was. So never mind. We have to start sieging over here then. But then again, she's an old woman. She's not going to be leading her own armies, is she? She's going to be sat in the capital. So if we get a nice siege on the capital, there's a chance we capture her. I mean, unless I'm doubting her, right? No, she is in her capital. I thought so. Come on, please. Nice, easy capture. Yes, look at that. Enforce. And just like that, that was the easiest independence I have ever had. I'm not lying. I thought getting independence from the Abbasids, that would be some challenge. But no, I'll take... What do you want? That, I don't even want that county. Take it. Yeah, I don't even want it. That was not even part of the original plan. But our Akkadian Empire is looking nice. Now, technically, it's not an empire, but you know what? This is kind of the land they had, so it counts, okay? It's fine. It was the first one, so you know what? Maybe a little bit smaller than a normal empire, but fine. It was over 2,000 years ago. Quite some time ago. But what I'm going to do now, I am going to let the AI take control. And this is the proper foundation of the empire, and we're going to see, just like real life, can they last 180 years, which would take us to 1124 AD. 7 years is a little bit worse than I was hoping for. He lost, like, everything. I guess an independence faction, but he's got loads of men now. So let's see what happens. We'll give them a chance. Maybe they'll get it back. Well, you know what? I think that's good enough to call it a fail. It didn't hold up in the modern times. Yeah, it may still be there, but it's now where the Abbasids rule. They don't no longer have this big empire. Somehow they've ended up with this. So we created it. It was inherited, and then it was conquered by a claimant, and they have held it since, while at the same time losing control of their main empire. That is the unluckiest thing ever. You know what? It's about to fail anyway. Good. Wait, it's a claim for our family. Oh, actually, they may get back on the throne now. Never mind. If they can win this, our family gets back on the throne. They're starting to fail. Oh no, it was looking so good. There was a chance. Yeah, sadly, that didn't work, which is so disappointing as they were so close to being able to win that. But sadly, the Abbasids took control.